Imagine a giant vessel filled with liquid iron. It is thousands of degrees, but time is ticking. In a foundry, if that metal cools even a little bit before pouring, you don't just have a delay, you have a multi-ton, solid block of useless scrap. So, how do you keep a massive pool of liquid metal hot indefinitely without burning fossil fuels or changing its chemical composition? You don't put a heater in the metal. You turn the metal itself into the heater.
Before we start the video, if this content helps you, please give it a like and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support really motivates us.
Welcome to the hidden heart of massive foundries, the channel-type induction furnace. From the outside, it doesn't look like a raging fire. It looks like a quiet, giant steel drum. But inside, it is performing a brilliant piece of electrical magic. To understand how it works, we have to look at a standard electrical transformer, the exact same kind you see on your neighborhood power poles. A transformer has two distinct coils of wire wrapped around a magnetic core. Power goes into the primary coil, creates a magnetic field, and induces a new current in the secondary coil. When engineers designed the channel furnace, they kept the primary copper coil, but they completely threw away the secondary wire coil. Instead, they replaced it with a loop of liquid metal. At the very bottom of this furnace is a narrow V or U-shaped tunnel called the channel. Liquid metal fills this channel, connecting directly to the main bath of metal above it. When alternating current flows through the primary coil, it shoots a massive magnetic field right through that loop of liquid metal. Because the metal loop acts as a short circuit, thousands of amps of electricity surge through it. And because the metal has natural electrical resistance, it gets incredibly hot, incredibly fast. It heats from the inside out. There are no flames. There are no heating elements to burn out. Just pure electromagnetic energy. As the metal in this narrow channel superheats, it naturally becomes lighter and rises into the main bath above. Immediately, cooler metal is pulled down into the channel to replace it. This creates a continuous, natural stirring action. The temperature stays perfectly uniform, whether you are holding a few hundred kilograms of brass or 50 tons of cast iron. Because the heat is generated directly inside the metal, it is incredibly energy efficient, making it the ultimate holding vessel for continuous casting plants. But this engineering marvel has one massive catch. You cannot start it empty. If the channel is empty, there is no loop. If there is no loop, there is no electrical circuit and absolutely no heat is generated. To start a channel furnace from cold, workers have to physically pour already melted liquid metal into it, or melt a solid, custom cast ring of metal placed exactly inside the channel. Because starting them is such a difficult process, foundries rarely turn them off. Once a channel furnace is switched on, it might run continuously for months or even years, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There is also the constant battle of maintenance. Because the channel is so narrow, impurities in the liquid metal can build up over time, clogging the veins of the furnace. Alternatively, the intense, continuous heat can erode the protective refractory lining. It requires constant monitoring and precise timing. But despite these challenges, nothing beats its efficiency. It remains the quiet workhorse of the industry, keeping the molten rivers of manufacturing flowing at the perfect temperature, day and night.